Hey Indie Moglers, Evan Stegert here with this week's episode of BFX. This week we're building a near studio quality microphone for cheap. This week's effect was requested by... Well, nobody actually requested this effect. Because I'm not the real host of BFX. At least not yet. An RCA cable, 2 alligator clips, electrical tape, 2 electret microcapsules, heat shrink tubing, soldering iron, solder, a solo cup, a lighter, 2 scraps of felt, and one of these things is helpful but not necessary. Alright, to find the microcapsules, go to digikey.com and type in WM61A into the parts locator. Start with a 10-inch pipe and a T-joint. Add a pipe, add another pipe, add an end cap. Drill 2 holes in 2 more end caps. Stack the following on a 1/4-inch bolt. Lock washer, end cap, lock washer, lock nut, tighten it all down. Fender washer, 2.5 pound weight, fender washer, lock washer, end cap, lock nut, tighten it all down. Put the weight on one end and the camera mount on the other, and you get yourself a poor man's Steadicam.
Simple time lapse, woo!
Go ahead and remove the red and white plugs from the ends of your wire. Strip back the insulation on both wires. Each side will reveal several small brass wires and another insulated wire. Twist the brass wires together. It should look something like this. Go ahead and strip the remaining insulated wire. It will reveal several more small brass wires. Twist those together. Should look something like this. Now you have to tin the wires. Press the soldering iron up against the twisted copper wires and then press the solder up against the wires until it melts into the braided wires. Repeat this with all 4 of the wires. Once this is done, it should look something like this. Next, clip back your wires so about 1 1/16 inch remains. Now take a needle nose pliers and bend them into hooks like so. You are now going to solder your hooked wires onto the capsules, as if you were putting feet into skis. You see how one of the little curves has metal pieces sticking out of the side? This is the ground side. When you removed the first set of insulation, do you remember the brass wires that were uninsulated? Those go into the ground side of the capsules. The capsules come with solder attached to them, so all you have to do is press the wire onto the skis, quote unquote, and then push the soldering iron on top, then it should melt the solder. Before you go on, test the microphones. If you did everything right, when you talk into one microphone, it should go into one ear. You're talking to the other microphone, it should go into the other ear. If you're stupid like me, you soldered the capsules on before you slid a piece of heat shrink tubing on. I recommend that you don't do this because then you have to shove the capsule through the piece of heat shrink tubing, like so. Once you get through there though, get out your lighter. Melt the heat shrink tubing so it wraps around it nicely. At the very end, it should look like this. Now get out your felt. Wrap it around each one of the mics using electrical tape so that way it creates a sort of balloon around it with air between each of the capsules and the side of the felt. Also, using the same piece of electrical tape, attach an alligator clip to each one of the wires. And there you have it, folks, your very own voiceover mic. Now the reason there are two is because one will go in each headphone, so if you want to have things coming in from different sides, you can. Now, one edit you could do to this build is you could attach like a piece of wood between the two capsules and enclose them in one piece of felt, making one microphone. I found it a little unnecessary, and I liked having the option of being able to do both stereo or regular audio. Hey guys, just finishing up some recording for my test film. I just wanted to recommend that you use one of these with your mic. You don't have to, it'll sound great on the computer, but one of these high MD mini disc recorders will make it sound a lot better. Republicans and Democrats like M&Ms. Sure, they're different colors, but they're both ooey gooey.
What the f***? Are you copying another test film and saying it's your idea? That's wrong, dude. You can't do that. You know what? You think that because you got your own FX, you can like come here, do what you please? No, man, alright? So, come up with your own original idea or like that's it for you. Okay? Goodbye.
God damn it, Eric is pissing me off so much. He's so freaking uptight. Why can't I just use the old test film? I cannot believe he runs a YouTube channel.
God, I wish Evan didn't complain so much. All he ever does is whine and moan about everyone and everything. I don't even know why I agreed to help him with his stupid build episode. He's not going to win anyways.
Whatever. His days are numbered. You might shoot soon.
I would make such a better BFX host than Evan. He's just too boring. All he ever talks about is how miserable his life is. Well, maybe Indie Mogul will move him out to New York and I won't have to deal with him anymore.
Alright guys, take 5. I gotta think of a new idea for a test film. Eyes on the prize, Evan. Eyes on the prize. I know you'd rather get a job at College Humor, but Indie Mogul isn't bad. You'll do fine there. Besides, Bobby seems like a cool guy, and I bet Grace is perfectly nice. I mean, yeah, it's not Jake and Amir, but you can't win them all.
So there's no way I'm hiring that Evan kid.
That's it for this week's episode of BFX. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment and rate this video, as well as subscribe to both Indie Mogul and my channel, Extreme Productions. Join us next week when we'll be making a realistic surgery.
Do I get paid now? Hello? Anyone?